Hello, Laura J.E. Hamilton here with a message that is simply to remind you that you are far more powerful than you remember. You just weren't taught how powerful you truly are because that would have been an inconvenient truth. It is easy to give away rights when we don't know that we have them. It is harder when we have lost them, regained them, and then have to lose them again. Each time one who has made themselves wealthy by mastering the ebb and flow of money, each time they lose, they realize that it will be replaced and all is okay. And so we have to do the same, except for this time we have to say we are not so attached to it as we are simply taking a stand for what matters most, which is truth and sovereignty. We are saying that we are the ones that we've been waiting for. There is no one coming to save us beyond the ones who are already here, and we are the ones that have to demand better of ourselves. We have to be willing to say, hey, actually, I am going to do this because it's the right thing to do, and at the end of the day, I know that that gets tracked in my karmic account, and it's either going to be a negative withdrawal or deposit in the waste basket of your electronic belt, or it will be positively qualified and placed in the causal body that helps us see the light on a dark day. We have to decide where we are going to go, and that is simply by knowing who we are, what we stand for, and what we are not willing to sell ourselves out for. As I deal with keeping my own job so that I can continue to connect with people who are maybe experiencing a lot of fear or frustration, and then smile at them and break them out of their funk or not now presence, in order to bring them back where they have power and remind them of what it's like to be fully present and connect with another human being heart to heart in the moment through the eyes and the smiles of genuine connection. These are the things that I do when I'm working, and I absolutely love it, and I feel very blessed and privileged, and I'm grateful to have been able to be doing this since March of the beginning of this pandemic, when things were serious and I would get undressed outside in the breezeway and then run inside to be able to make sure I didn't contaminate Papa. And then I started getting access to more and more information, and then basically seeing through this for the bigger picture that is unfolding. And I wouldn't play along. I just will not go with a ruler I don't respect. And right now, I don't have much respect for the ones who have sold out their citizens to get a higher pay grade or to keep their job, which I understand, and yet I don't respect it. So I can understand it, but I will not stand under it. And I will not say that it is okay for you two who are doing that anymore either. I will say that just because you have the position and the title and this power seemingly now does not mean you will always have it, because you are always just a man or a woman at the end of the day. And maybe you have traded your sovereignty for the paycheck, but when everything changes and the monetary system reset takes place and everything goes digital that's supposed to be tracked with a there's a lot to the stories that we could go down those rabbit holes. But instead, I'm going to say we need to band together. And the way that we do that is by actually understanding that treason is being committed right now. And we have a responsibility to take a stand under the Article 61 of the Magna Carta 1215, which is the Barons Act, where if the sovereign leader of the country corporation is not leading with the best interests of the ones elected to protect, then the barons are able to take a stand against said leader in order to have the leader be corrected. And that's what's required right now. And so it is a reminder that we are all judged based on our actions here on a soul level. And so that karma we are accruing based on every choice that we make to sell ourselves or others out is ultimately either going to keep us recycling through the war and destruction of the way things have been, or we can choose to rise above it and choose to find a new way, choose a new way, to be healthy, to make our minds the most powerful things that we have when in combination, working in tandem with the heart. And so it is a good place to start by understanding our level of satisfaction currently with the wheel of life, which has long been used. And then now, in learning of the teachings of the Ascended Masters, I am learning of the cosmic clock and wonder how that ties into the wheel of life exercise, because everything blends into itself and one another if we are willing to make space to connect the dots. And I'm encouraging us to do that now. And so I look forward to being able to do that more on Thursday, January 14th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when Jackie Phoenix, myself, and many others who are taking a stand for our sovereignty will come together to figure out how to go through the stages of actually declaring ourselves the sovereign beings that we are here to represent, and to not just represent, but to actually build out and imbue and embody and send into the world and to create a legacy with. Our lives are ours because we're the ones that are able to make the best use possible out of them if we are willing to commit. And so over these last 4 years, pretty much, I have become fully committed to what I believe and what I am working on and towards. And I would encourage you to do the same. I would encourage you to really look at where you are, what's going on in your life, how satisfied you are, what you want more of, what you want less of, what you want to start doing, what you want to stop doing, what you need to change doing, and what you need to continue doing. If you break down the Johari window so that you can actually figure out what's going to give you the greatest return on your investment of time, energy, effort, attention, and money, you're going to be further ahead in the end. And that's always what I wish for you. So I'm going to say for tonight, this 12th day of January, I am going to bid you adieu and say, you are amazing. You are wonderful. You are loved. You are passionate. You are enthusiastic. You are magnetic. You are luminous. You are spectacular. You are groovy. You're cool. You are splendid. You are delicious. You're happy. You are free. You are powerful. You are inspired. You are integrous. You are honorable. You are creative. You are conscious. You are capable. You are compassionate. You are empathetic. You can be anything that you choose to be. You choose what you're going to fill the letters in with. Those sentences, you choose how you will complete them. And so I ask, how will you choose? Let me know below by sharing a few words of affirmation you say to yourself, and then also share any feedback as to what this message means to you, what it means for you, and ultimately what you're going to do with it. And I hope that this will inspire you to know how wonderful you are, how strong you are, how powerful you are, and also to know that we can't do this without you. We really need all of us to be able to band together and make this happen. So I hope that you will join the movement. It is the Peaceful Inner Warriors United movement, and I look forward to seeing you at ljeh.ca very soon, where you can sign up to receive the emails I send daily. It will be part of the book launch that I ultimately do, and also all of the other things too, including these summits, which Thursday, January 14th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's going to be an insightful opportunity to learn what it means to actually make a pledge to the barons who said, I will stand by my leader until that leader does not stand for the people. And then I will make my own choice as to who to hold the space for until someone responsible can. And that's where I land. So I hope you'll come with us, because truly we really do need more of us to reach the tipping point, but we don't necessarily need as many as we think we do. We just need more than we know we do. So however it goes, if you're in, that's amazing. And if you're not, you can comment below, share your love, and know that you're supported. You don't need to do anything, but at the end of the day, when you look back, you get to ask yourself what you did when the world was being overtaken. And you get to decide whether you stood for humanity or whether you let the agenda that was feared become the one that was revered. Have a good one. Larry J. Namaste. The light in me on.